Hey y'all, this is part 5 in our job loss survival series. The topic is finances, income. So, in other words, how are we going to increase that income? As we know, the loss of a job is disastrous to your finances. In addition to reducing your expenses to the bare bones, you also need to look for ways to generate income. This post is going to discuss tips on just that. Hey, I'm Greg Niblock, bankruptcy and personal injury attorney, and I am proud to be able to talk with you about this. So, here comes some tips about how to increase your income or just get income, right? Okay, number one, and this is not going to apply to a lot of folks, but it's worth saying. If you're retirement age and you're just not interested in continuing to work, consider filing for your old age retirement benefits through Social Security. And if eligible for a pension with a former employer or maybe even the military, so you could look to see what your monthly income would be, and if it's suitable to you, happy retirement. All right, now for the rest of us, number two, we can file for unemployment, but don't count on that as a long-term solution because 26 weeks is generally the maximum and is usually less than your normal pay, what you're accustomed to receiving. All right. Then number three, collect all compensation due from your former employer. So before you sever ties with your former employer, make sure you turn in all your expense reports, request any vacation or sick days that you might be due, and ask that be included on your final check. Next, this is a good one. Consider a roommate. If you have space, a short-term roommate could help reduce the cost of your mortgage or rent. Consider a roommate. Now that's a pretty good idea. If you have space, if you have space, a short-term roommate can help reduce the cost of your mortgage or your rent, right? You also might consider a part-time roommate, someone who commutes from afar and needs a bed only at night, a few nights a week. So any money you get to come in from that, that's money you didn't have, right? And it didn't cost you anything. All right. Number 5, look for part-time or odd jobs while you're hunting for your permanent job. When I lost my job, my first legal job, after law school, I couldn't find work. So I started my own business. Basically, I started practicing law on my own. I was starving, so I worked a job selling for a few months, and that just didn't work out too good. So then I went back to Kroger. I'd worked there for quite a long time before going to law school as a stock clerk for about a year while I was building the firm that we have now. So I would practice law in a day and work nights and weekends at Kroger as a stock clerk. So you can consider things such as house sitting, dog walking, helping older folks. Maybe they need somebody to sit with them through the day or help them with odd jobs. You can mow grass, do handyman jobs, or freelance work in any area that you're good at, right? The objective is to find immediate income while allowing you time to find that permanent job, right? Okay. Number 6, avoid credit cards unless absolutely necessary. Credit cards are a major risk when you're unemployed because going into debt with credit cards is especially hard to pay off because of the high interest rates, the service fees, and late fees, things like that. So do everything you can to avoid getting into or deeper into debt. Okay, number 7, do not consider your 401k or retirement plan or any equity in your home as income. Okay? Now, I'm going to get real serious here. Please listen to me. Please listen to me. I've seen horror stories come from this many, many, many times, and it would break my heart when I'd hear it. Don't be tempted to cash out your 401k or pension plan. Don't be tempted to tap into the equity of your home to pay bills. We're going to do an entire post on that, but let's kind of leave it at that point. Just never pay off bills with that kind of money because you might be able to file bankruptcy, get rid of all the debt, and save your retirement and the equity in your house. And if you did succumb to the temptation to cash out your pension and your 401k, you could pay up to 43% in taxes. That's bad. Okay, so we ain't gonna do that because we not only want to survive the situation, when we get out of it, we want to at some point retire, right? And just wait for the video on this whole subject. All right, next. I bet the next thing is sell unnecessary property. I bet there's all kinds of stuff laying around your house, right? That you don't use. So go through your house, garage, your shop, and identify everything you don't need, right? From household goods to clothing to guns to collectibles, vehicles, big boy and girl toys, and sell them. Not only will you make some cash, you'll declutter your place, right? And it's all about survival at this point. So if there's stuff that you can do without, consider selling it. All right, so the bottom line is this. Do everything you can to generate income while looking for your permanent job. And this makes sense, right? We're in a survival mode. So do that part-time job. Do that odd job. Do some freelance work. Sell stuff. But don't get desperate and do things like cash out a retirement plan or tap into the equity of your house. Don't do that. And try to stay away from those credit cards. I know it's difficult, and these are all difficult things, but remember, I know you can do this. I've gone through this. Millions have gone through this. We are going to get out and on the other side of this, have that job that you're looking for, and we're going to be stronger. So let's just take these steps so that we can survive this, and then at the end, we'll be thriving, right? So I'm Greg Niblock, personal injury and bankruptcy lawyer. I really appreciate you watching this video, and if we can be of service, always give us a call. Have a blessed day, and know that I understand what you're going through, but you're going to make it. You're a winner.